Hey y'all, it's Brady. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I am sharing with you a monthly meal plan with me for May of 2020. So I'm just showing you here kind of my process. You can't really see my phone at this moment. So what I'm doing right now is just looking on my phone, looking at my calendar, and looking at the month and just thinking of what that we have going on that I need to plan easy meals around or leftovers or that sort of thing. So I am just writing in right off the top of my head some things that I know will work, what won't work, etc. Now, normally this is a much more extensive process because I'll have my full paper planner out looking at what's going on week to week and trying to really plan well for the days that we need easy, fast meals. We've got, ballet practice, and then I'm in school, and then my husband's job, and then family things or church or what have you. So I always like to take into consideration what I have going on. But with everyone being quarantined, we are still all at home. Obviously, school is not in session now. I have finished my college semester. That was moved online only, and so we don't have as much going on that we have to plan for as far as being out of the house. So what I'm more thinking about is leaving us at least 1 or 2 nights a week where we have either leftovers or an easy night to where we can do projects without being, things that I don't necessarily need to be in the kitchen for an hour solid trying to put together a meal. So you'll see here that we've kind of got a mix. Normally this would say eat out, but obviously we're not eating out anywhere. And so once a week or so, sometimes it's more like once every 10 days, we have it planned to order dinner. And so that we just put right into the plan so that we know that we have that coming if we would like to do that. And sometimes, we may not do that, but, let's be real, we're most likely going to order out. And so we just order that in, I guess, technically. So then the next thing that I do, after taking into consideration what all we've got going on, is I actually like to sit down with Pinterest, cookbooks, and just try to find some new stuff. I am really hoping to try quite a few new recipes while we are still home, and we shall see how that goes. But I'm also planning to share with you as many of our dinners as I can capture and give y'all a few what's for dinner videos, and they may have some snapshots of me cooking, or it may just be here's our plates, here's what I made kind of thing, depending on the night and how everything went. It won't necessarily be every single dinner that I make, but I do want to share quite a bit of those with y'all. And then if you like those What's for Dinner videos, then maybe that's something I can continue even past quarantine time, this pandemic time, to share with y'all what we're making. So for May, you can see that I put there on the Tuesday, the 5th for Taco Tuesday. That also happened to be Cinco de Mayo. So we made Chewy's dinner at home. If you do not know what Chewy's is, that is Chewy's Tex-Mex restaurant. And they are originally from Austin, but it is a chain, and so it has, they have spread all over. But so hopefully you have one in your area and you know what I'm talking about. But if not, then you can kind of learn a little bit by it with a video about it, with a video that is coming out on my channel here in the next week or so. And it is going to be a cook with me where I made Chewy's at home. And so I made cheesy chicken enchiladas that were kind of a copycat recipe for their chicka boom boom enchiladas. I also made their creamy jalapeno, obviously a copycat recipe. I made homemade flour tortillas and turned that into chicken quesadillas with those tortillas and then some marinated chicken and all of that good stuff. So if you're into that, be watching for that video, and I will share that with you and all the cooking that went into that. I also have a video coming up for you that is a meal prep with me, and that way I got a lot of our produce prepped for the week or two coming up, and just some things to keep easy in our fridge. So if you would like to see a video like that, obviously, subscribe and keep watching for that video. And so I'm working through this, and I do have this sped up, but all in all, this only took me about 20 minutes, maybe 30, but I was stopping to talk to my husband, or the kids wanted something, or a phone call came in, that sort of thing. So I'm still just perusing Pinterest, which not all of these are new meals, but it reminded me of things that I've been wanting to cook or something we've been wanting to try. So yeah. Now this is, if anyone is interested, this meal planning book is actually just a monthly calendar book that was from the Target dollar spot. I think it was $3. I have had it quite a while. I got it back in, I think, December or January, when they had like their planning stuff out for the new year. That's where I got that. But you'll just see here, so we've got snack easy meals nights. You could go through, as I was pointing here, at the different days of the week. You could theme your days of the week to make meal planning easier. I do try to stick with like Tuesdays, some sort of Mexican food, like a Taco Tuesday type theme. But you can see there on the third week that I did not do that. You can see that I have spaced leftovers throughout, just kind of thinking through, oh, hey, we'll probably by this day have several leftovers from this meal and this meal, just to try to utilize what we have. And then, like I said, I'm pointing out where we have ordered dinner and then leftover nights, just to make things easier. But all in all, that's about it. Like I said, this did not take me very long at all. So now I'm going to move into writing out some breakfast ideas and lunch ideas. I do not plan those per specific day of the week. And I should also mention that although I wrote those dinners on specific days of the month, that does not mean that we will necessarily absolutely cook them on that day. But what that does is it gives me a sense of what we have in the house, especially when it's not pandemic season, and we are operating more as normal. And so normally then I would do a big haul at the beginning of the month, and then that way I know with this monthly meal plan what I have available, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So then what I'll do is I'll pull this out of my book and put it on the fridge, and then we can just cross off what we've used. That way we are accountable to what we have on hand. Here's a look at, again, me planning lunch ideas and breakfast ideas. This I will pull out and put on the fridge as well. This is for me, but this is also for my husband. If for some reason, I'm not here, he knows what's available, vice versa. It just gives us some ideas. It gives us some ideas for what we might be able to eat as well. Just quick stuff. Obviously, leftovers is at the top of that list for lunch ideas, but you get the idea. So, and then these things with a star at the top of the breakfast ideas, and I'll show you up close here in a moment. Those items are things that I would make on a big breakfast morning, not necessarily something we would have in normal rotation. So, like cinnamon rolls, those are going to be a treat. Biscuits, gravy, bacon, eggs. I would make my own biscuits, my own gravy, all of that. So those are more specialty breakfasts, but like eggs and veggies, omelets, cereal and fruit, eggs and toast, smoothies, those are going to be things that we would regularly have throughout the week. It doesn't have to be anything special to make those things for breakfast. That's something that, is fairly healthy and doesn't take much time. Lunch ideas, they're at the top. Like I said, leftovers, tuna sandwich, peanut butter and jelly, chicken salad. We've got burritos in the freezer or homemade burritos. We've got, just different things that we could pull together here. Ramen, salads, soup, chicken nuggets, just whatever's quick. And then obviously we would throw, fruit and a veggie, maybe some crackers, depending on what it is. And that's about it. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.